guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly and I'm so excited to go on in my Montessori 101 series and talk about encouraging curiosity in our kids. Okay, so in case you missed my very first episode in the series, I talked about freedom within limits, and I loved just doing like a shorter explanation, just like helping give you guys some tips and tricks that I use to implement different Montessori principles in my home and how you can do the same. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about curiosity in children, because often curiosity can be looked over or put to the side because people are like, oh, like I want my kids to learn numbers and letters and all of those facts that kids need to learn at some point. But I just think it's so important. And in Montessori, they encourage children to really lean into their creativity and learn through creativity and learn through exploring and adventuring, things like that. So when you think about a toddler, you can really tell that they have their own things that they're wanting to do, their own ways of going about things, different things like that, and like they want to make discoveries and learn things for themselves. So if you think about it like in your own life, if I'm being told and taught something, I like learn it and it's like sticks in my brain. I might forget it later on, or different things like that, but it's definitely not the same as having your own experiences that you are learning from, especially like your own mistakes. There are things that I have learned from previous mistakes that I've made that I've like literally never forgotten, because I just really truly believe that like people learn from experiences. We learn from hands-on interactions and really just like trial and error. So I want to be able to give that to my kids. Let them have the freedom to really explore, make mistakes, and lean into their curiosity. So I have 3 tips that I'm going to be going through with you guys, and the first is to follow and trust your child. So every kid is very, very different. Every kid has their own interests, things that they are wanting to learn and explore at different times. So I would really use this to help your child and foster that curiosity. Follow them, learn and see what they're doing. Observe what they really enjoy during the day and what they are talking about, things that they are super interested in, and create activities that go along with that. So an example of this is doing a child-led walk. So this is where you go outside and let the child really lead. So they can decide where you're going, how fast you're going, how slow you're going, what kind of transportation you're taking, if you're in the stroller or on a bike or just walking, and let them really explore. I think that this is a lot of fun to really foster that creativity and just follow their lead and see what they take an interest in and just truly observe them. And then you can even take that back and like apply that to more activities that you're doing at home. And that is a very simple, basic tip, but I feel like it oftentimes gets overlooked, or we're not really being present in the moment and focusing on what our child is doing in order to help them and follow their interests. My second tip is probably the most difficult one for myself, because I am not that patient of a person, and being a mom has definitely helped me get more patient, but it still is hard. And that is to go at the child's pace. Slow down, you guys. I feel like we can get so busy as parents and as moms, and there's so much for us to do. I have a mental checklist in my brain at all times, things I need to get done today, things that I want to go do, and it can be difficult to slow down and go at my child's pace. It can also be difficult to not schedule my day with a huge list of activities and things that I need to do. Like I can take my son and we can do all of the errands that we need to get done and do all of these different things, and that is like some days happens, right, where we are just really busy, we can't help it, we're taking other kids different places, and they end up having less unstructured time than maybe we would want. But if we can just make sure to add in a little bit of unstructured time every single day, where you can go at your child's pace, where you can really follow them, and if they if you are on like a child-led walk and they want to stop and look at the grass for 10 minutes and look at the bugs in the grass or look at the dirt, like that's going to be okay. Like you have that unstructured time. You have the time to just breathe, go slow, relax on the sidewalk, and let them really explore everything that they're wanting to explore and learn. And it helps me to give him this unstructured time if I recognize in my brain, like, okay, like this is the time where I'm gonna slow down, where we're gonna do everything at his pace, and it'll be okay if we only get, one little activity done, like that's totally fine. If we get a bunch of activities done, that's also fine. So just going at their pace, slowing down, because kids really are slow. Like I think I'm telling my toddler to get out of the car like quicker every single time we're getting out of the car. I'm like, hurry up, get out of the car. And he's like, why are we hurrying? And I'm like, I don't know why we're hurrying. I'm just bored standing here waiting for you to get out of the car. And so I think it's good to just like slow down. You can like ask him like, oh, like what are you thinking about? Or what are you looking at? What are you doing? And I think if I just slow down a little bit, I could have some really good conversations with my son and just really relax. Just relax. It's okay. I can stand there, and instead of just being bored or wanting to run inside for no reason really, I can talk to him and learn something, and we can be curious about something together in the car. And my very last tip for you is a common Montessori phrase, and that is to help me help myself. So this is really just setting up your space that is going to encourage kids to help themselves. So I always try to set up my child for success, whether that is putting away dishes from the dishwasher. His dishes are at his level, and I know that he can do this successfully and easily because he's not climbing on anything. He knows where everything goes, and it's simple and easy that way. If you are doing a paint activity, you want to be able to set up for success for you and for them. You want to be able to have him have a good time without making a huge mess, so you might want to put down newspaper. Just making sure your kids are set up for success when they are doing a new activity. But as you all know, kids are always going to make mistakes. They are always going to get a little dirty or get a little messy or fall or dump something on the floor, different things like that. So it is so important to give your kids the grace that they need when they make mistakes. So I know when kids make mistakes, it can be really difficult in the moment, but if you can really look at mistakes as an opportunity to learn and grow for them, I feel like it really changes things. Like when I look at my own mistakes, I make mistakes every single day, and I just try to learn from them, right? You try to learn and then move forward. And I always try to have the same mentality when it comes to my kids. They are able to learn and move forward, and sometimes they make the same mistake multiple times in a row, and it can get really frustrating. But if you can really try to take those times to teach and show love, I feel like it will go a long way in giving your children the freedom to express their curiosity and to continue to learn and grow through hands-on activities and such. And a lot of times when kids are making mistakes or going slow or figuring something out, like zipping up their sweater or trying to put on their shoes, this is when you kind of have to bring everything together and be able to go slow, be able to sit back. I think that's so important, to take a step back, because a lot of times you want to rush in and help them, and you need to just take a step back and watch and observe and let them learn about how to put their shoes on or how to do a zipper. And they may look for you for help. If they do look for you for help, you can say, would you like help with that? And you can help them. Or if it is taking a very long time and you are needing to go, you can always say, would you like to see how I do it? And you can start doing it for them and then let them finish. Or you can also try, have you tried this? And fill in the blank if they're needing help or an idea for something new or different, or looking for you for help. So I think it's just very important to give them the space to foster that curiosity and foster that learning. And if you do that, I really think your kids are going to flourish and surprise you with the different things that they can do all on their own. So if your child has any interests right now and you need help coming up with some ideas to go along with it, let me know down below, and I would love to help you guys out. Just try to brainstorm with you. This is what it's all about. It's just creating a community where we can brainstorm together and come up with some things to make motherhood easier, to make lives happier for our kids, and really help them learn and grow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!